Hello everyone, it's me, Moonlight Guidance. Hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look, see what's coming through. What messages, information, clarity we have. I really hope that this helps you. And let's take a look, okay? So I'm going to start straight away. If this makes sense to you, please let me know. Please let me know. I would love to know, okay? So we've got the Three of Wands. I'm always open for feedback. Always. Always. It's how we grow. It's how we grow, it's how we learn, it's how we do things. And by the way, I have thousands of 5-star reviews on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com. There's readings, there's services, and there's intention items if you're ever interested. But let me just tell you something here about your reading, okay? Let's get into this reading. Someone here has fumbled you big time. When I say fumbled you, it's like they had something so precious in their hands, right? And they just dropped it. How careless, how reckless, okay? How immature, how small-minded of them. This Page of Swords kind of energy. How dare they? How dare they fumble somebody like you? Because you know what? You're such a patient, kind, sweet person. You would go above and beyond for those that you love. You would do everything in your power to give love, attention, affection, good energy, respect to those around you. You would go above and beyond. You would be kind, caring, loving, understanding. You do all of these things, right? And this person has very, very recklessly, just thought, you know what, this is a lot for me right now. I don't really want to take the responsibility. I don't really want to commit. I don't really want to take things further forward. And they've just sort of dropped you on the side and moved on with their life. And it has been emotionally exhausting and emotionally very challenging for you. You have just been left wondering, waiting, pondering, thinking like, how could they do this to me? You know, how could they treat me like this? How could they just go on like nothing ever happened? How can they be so unbelievably disrespectful, unbelievably uncaring, and unbelievably harsh? How could they do this to me is what you're thinking. It is extremely and exceptionally frustrating and upsetting, especially with the Ten of Pentacles. You really saw a future with this person. You really thought that you were going to settle down, have a family, live life with each other, and really integrate yourselves with one another in a beautiful life of this nature. And you feel just really, really shocked. You feel more guarded right now. You don't really want to give a lot of emotion to others. You may not necessarily feel like you want to date others. There's a sense here of not wanting to give other people time or energy or even money because you just feel so hurt by what's happened that you want to keep to yourself. It's almost like you've gone into your shell. You're protecting yourself. Sometimes you don't even maybe want to go to work, or you may not want to go to social gatherings. There's a sense here of you really retreating and keeping to yourself at this time. And to be honest, I'm not surprised, because it's been so difficult that you almost don't know who to trust anymore, because this person, you tried to really make sure that you could trust them and they still broke your trust. And now you're thinking to yourself, well, oh my God, if a new person comes, how am I going to be able to trust that person? I could do the whole vetting process step by step by step by step, and they could still do the exact same thing. And so the Lovers here just goes to show that you still feel so immensely attached to this person, hoping they're going to change, or hoping they're going to come back around, hoping they're going to say something, do something, be proactive towards you, show you interest, or really just come into your life again. You're really, really hopeful. I would say that the word to describe the situation right now is hopeful. And especially with the Two of Pentacles, there's a very, very strong, very powerful, very significant energy, which is to do with the fact that you're just trying to keep it together. In the present moment, you're trying so hard not to break down. You're trying to keep it together. The past has been very, very challenging and rocky in regards to the connection between you both. In the present, you still feel ups and downs emotionally. You know, some days are good, some days are not so good, some hours are good, some hours are not great. There's a lot of nostalgia. There's a real sense of looking back into the past. There's a real sense here of thinking about things that happened between both of you and just feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed, feeling sad, feeling confused, not knowing who to talk to, not knowing who to trust, not knowing who you could be around, and just not knowing who has your best interest at heart anymore. So you're really just trying to keep it together, and you're looking for answers for the future. It's almost like you're looking forward. You're trying to find out, okay, what does my future actually hold? And you know what? You've come to the right place. You've come to the right place. Somehow you've ended up at the right place. So, Page of Cups shows a surprise. We've also got the Four of Wands, okay? 11-11 energy. Now, this person that's treated you this way is absolutely going to realize what they've lost. How could they not? Yes, there are some people that just don't ever realize, okay? They are so avoidant that they never realize. However, this person here is going to realize what they have lost and how much of a big mistake it is that they have lost somebody like you. They are going to realize how much of a huge challenge it is that they have lost somebody like you, and it is going to bruise them so much. So this is the main thing that I am picking up on, and just so yeah, so not great, right? Not great. Sorry, I thought I would just put that on silent because otherwise it might make noise. We don't really want more distractions. So the Four of Wands here goes to show this person's going to realize that they could have settled down with you, they could have had a future with you, that you have been the most supportive and consistent person they've ever come across. We've got the Ten of Cups, okay? So Ten of Cups here again goes to show that they will literally feel like they have lost someone they could have built an entire future with, they could have made everything work with, and that they lost someone who was truly always the absolute best for them. They will feel so bad, so awful, and so unbelievably sad. So this person will realize that they truly fumbled someone that is an absolute angel. They will also realize as well that they have really lost out on someone, especially with the Six of Wands, that is just so loving, kind, caring, respectful, proactive, and just someone that is always going above and beyond. And that's you, right? You're very honest, very loyal. They know that. They can't escape these realities, right? If you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, I was so kind, like, why do they do this? Trust me, they will realize how kind you are, okay, when people treat them really badly. If you were very giving, very generous, trust me, they will realize, because people these days are, unfortunately, they're not like this, right? They're not kind, they're not generous. They're very far and few that are kind, generous, that will give time, constant, you know, and really just be loyal. Unfortunately, it's very far and few, and it's hard, you know, it really is hard out there for people like you to make friends also, because you don't know who to trust. You're not someone that just wants 500 people, like a village of friends, right? You want deep, meaningful connections, and to find that these days is sometimes tough. So of course they'll realize that, of course they will, because when they're actually, you know, wanting generosity from someone else because they've kind of learned to accept that that's possible because you've given it to them, when they try to look for that in someone else, of course those people are not going to give it to them. You know, they're going to realize, oh my God, it's not just something that's given, it's earned. It's earned, and they will realize that they have to earn it from you, okay, and that they clearly are not doing that. So obviously it's not ideal. So then when they try to find it from others, they will realize others are not giving, others are not doing, others are not being like you, you know, especially with the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, very important. Why? Ace of Wands is very, very important for a few different reasons. Number one, the Ace of Wands is very, very important because it represents here attraction and chemistry. They will try to have chemistry, like they'll try to be like, oh, I'll just find someone else. They'll never find someone like you. They will never find that attraction that they have for you in someone else. They will never have that spark, you know, where you can just talk about random things. With those people, they'll talk about stupid things, okay, but they'll never get to that point of like really feeling something. And even with justice as well, they will realize that you were their one and only. You were the tried and true. Tried, but true, right? So they'll realize that they just cannot find someone like you in anyone else. Now, I do also have love rituals on my website as well, which can really, really help. There's the manifest your specific person ritual, protect your connection ritual, support and consistency from your person, break no contact. There's amazing rituals on my website for love, money, marriage, career, success, beauty, justice, healing, black magic removal, protection ritual, and so many more. Thousands of 5-star reviews. Everything's on shopmoonlightguidance.com and also my Etsy store. There's also the readings as well. If you wanted a reading with me, they are done within 12 to 24 hours. And of course, there are intention items like these candles, which are handmade, safety tested, plant-based. And you can also keep the crystal after you are done burning the crystal. Sorry, burning the candle. Please don't burn the crystal. Please don't burn the crystal. And then, of course, there's, bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, candles, sage bundles, teas. You get my point. There are just so many wonderful, beautiful items. So definitely do check those out. Okay. So we have Queen of Cups along with the Chariot, along with the Three of Pentacles, and along with the Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups is very, very powerful. Why? Because the Six of Cups here really does resemble and also represent the fact that this person is going to come back around. They're going to feel very emotional, okay? Got a lot of water energy here, which means that them not being able to find you and other people is going to really torment them emotionally. I see a lot of crying, and I see them coming back to you with some kind of gift, and with the Three of Pentacles trying to make things work. So the affirmation for this reading is they will try to make things work. Comment it down below. That's the affirmation for this reading if it resonates or if you claim this reading. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and of course check out the description box below for information on personal services, readings, and items. Bye.